Difficult times, but a lot to be proud of. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, here comes the honesty. I want you to promise me that the way this feels right now is how it's gonna always be. Yeah, you gotta promise me, 'cause you got an artistry that I've never seen before. The way that you are with me. Oh yeah, like you took some photographs and everything overlapped, and all those images of people and places and faces, they was just floating past like cars on the overpass. And I don't know if you noticed that as you held on to your hat, my heart and soul, you was also there. And I know everything changes. And oh my God, you're speaking my language. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So again with the honesty, if we're doing it properly, then what you have on me, it's called a monopoly. It's like I'm part of your property. I'm down like a fallen tree in a forest no one's found, but I do make sound when I fall down, obviously. I know everything changes. Oh my God, you speaking my language. And oh, now it feels like all I can say is, oh my God, you're speaking my language. Hey everybody, if you're just joining me, Reid here on Amazon Music, on Twitch TV, and let me see if I can figure out how to look at the chat without looking at myself. No, please be quiet, Noah. Let me see if... Thank you. Okay, great. Hi everybody! Oh, this is bizarre. This is the world we live in now. We're all just sort of doing chat things. I'm seeing a lot of hellos. Big up. How's it sounding? Is somebody put in the chat if it sounds okay or not, or if I need to adjust levels? Because Lord knows I'm no technician. I want to say thank you to everybody for listening to Gemini
putting it on the Billboard charts. That was a kind of an amazing moment, and I just wanted to say thank you so much. It's really surreal to know that people are listening to this music. I never really expected that when we were making this record. I hoped that people would find it and listen to it, but you just never really do know, and so it's a pretty incredible feeling to know that it's finding people. I've seen messages from people saying, you know, their kids like listening to it, that they put it on for meals or at nighttime when they're trying to go to sleep, or anything and everything. It's a kind of an incredible thing to get that feedback. So I really appreciate you all. I saw somebody say it's the camera gets shaky when I'm really digging in. There's nothing I can do about that at this point. So enjoy the shakes, and just think about it as like a Toronto earthquake that's taking place. Wow, somebody's listening in India. This goes out to whoever's staying up till 4:30 in the morning to listen in India. Here I am, wasting my breath again, taking up oxygen. I'll never be president. Here I am, throwing it out again. There's nobody listening. It used to be interesting, but now we're so hesitant. Probably never be anything. It feels like I'm walking underwater. Time when the late night was everything, alone and imagining. The door was just opening. Now it feels like nothing was happening. It's not worth remembering. My patience is wearing thin. You can tell me I'm arrogant, but man, I could have been anything. Oh, now it feels like I'm walking. You know, it feels like I'm walking underwater. White North American, prone to embarrassment. You know you're out of your element. Seems like there's only one way to settle it. Faking intelligence, or pretend that you're confident.
No one will see just how desperate you are to be relevant. And it'll feel like you walking. Oh, it's gonna feel like you walking on water. It's gonna feel like you walking underwater. Okay. Wow, there's like 5,300 people watching this. That's very cool. That's by far the biggest room I've ever played. So, cheers. I hope that everybody's getting through this kind of weird time okay. It's, I've found it to be both like very stressful and also very calming at very different times. It feels like those things are sort of closer than they've been, just depending on the day. And you know, I know that I've been leaning on some of my favorite musicians and killing a lot of time watching Breaking Bad. I don't know if anybody's seen the show, but holy smokes, it's I just finished it yesterday. It's very intense. I feel like that was really I don't know. I'm trying to look at some of these comments. Okay, there's a lot of positivity coming through the comments, and I just want to say I'm very appreciative of all of this. What do I want to play? What do you want me to play? Some people are writing. Somebody wants to hear "Never Gonna Get My Love." I'm gonna. I haven't played that song in a very long time, and it doesn't feel right to me somehow to play it now. Because what if Claire heard it? You know what I'm saying? I think that I will play this song, which got me through the early part of the COVID-19 pandemic, making this video with Claire and my great friend Kit Wayman in an empty house that's still under renovation. Things happen slower now than they used to, but it just felt so good to work on something in that early time when I was supposed to still be on tour and things were feeling like everything was shut down. Well, it's hard to hear yourself think above the noise on our street. It's hard to cool down when your body just generates heat. It's hard to write songs when you feel like you can't even speak. It ain't hard to tell you the only thing I need. And I've been on the wrong end of too many telephone calls. Trying to say too much, just ending up saying nothing at all. Till I'm pacing the floors and bouncing my head off the walls. Oh yeah. But it ain't hard to tell this'll all be well in the fall. I see you, Jacob. It's telling me to hold on. Hold on. Hold on with me. 'Cause I can only be so strong So long without you holding on to me. And I'm singing yesterday's songs, wishing I could be with you tonight. And tomorrow my surrogate friends will say, hey man, are you alright? Well, you know it's like everybody's eyes on the prize, but they all lost their sight. It ain't hard to tell this is hell and it just ain't my life. Oh, now I'm tired of sleeping alone, tired of waking up here. I'm tired of suppressing these same unexplainable fears. Oh, now I'm tired of believing I wasted my formative years. With a hand on your side of the bed, I remember the words that you said. Honey, it ain't hard to tell whose voice is in my head. Was telling me, hold on, hold on. You'll see that we can be so strong for so long if you just keep holding on. Well, we're not there yet. We're going home. Oh, we're not there yet. Hold on. Yeah, for sure. How's everybody? I've seen a lot of comments about hair, and I did want to let everyone know that I will be getting a haircut on Saturday. I'm going to try to preserve some of the curls. I like the hashtag that's popped up a couple of times. That's really great. And I'll certainly take it into account. I'll show my barber Hey, speaking of barber, I don't know if you guys know Matt Barber, but he produced both my records and was on the First Time Out tour. And we played this show in San Francisco, and we'd had like a great day of like biking around in San Francisco and in Golden Gate Park, and we saw some lovely nudists, elderly gentlemen just, on the beach, getting a great full body tan, and we got to the show, and Barber had this. He's got this fleece vest. I think he wore it at a couple of shows, if anybody was there. And before the show, he was like, "My wife Alexis gave me this vest, and I think I'm gonna rock it." And we were like, the rest of the band was like, "Do you, bro? Like, that looks good." And he went out, and as soon as he went out, I was like, I gotta make a Simply the Vest joke when I get on stage. And I played the entire show and forgot to make a Simply the Vest joke about Matt Barber. So now that he's not here and won't be mad,
Unless he's watching. Oh boy, that would be tough, eh? I said that Matt Barber was simply the best. It's pretty, it's pretty great material. Not just the vest. I don't know what I want to play now. I'm gonna play some songs from the B side of Gemini. Speaking of which, we are making vinyls. We're making CDs. They're taking a little bit longer, but I think they're going to be really beautiful objects. I posted a little bit about some of the design of the album and the incredible artists that are in my circle that I've been able to task with making some of these things, including the Gemini statue that my good friend Miles Gertler recast, and I'm actually looking at two of them right now, the one on the front and the back, and so those are coming, and hopefully before too long. But I'm very excited about to actually hold one in my hands. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I think the way that I thought about constructing the record was having the A side be sort of songs that have more, I don't know, drive or a sort of like hopeful quality, a bit more of a, even though like, you know, Underwater is not like the sunniest tune. Some of those songs, just the arrangement of them, as Catherine O'Hara said about Underwater, she said, that's a very sad song, but the arrangement is hopeful. And and I agree. And I think the songs in the second half of the record I sort of thought of as bit more rainy day tunes. I kind of wanted to split that record in two in a way. I feel like that has a lot to do with my personality, is sort of good days and bad days. And I wrote this song on a bad day. I think it was just after Philip Seymour Hoffman had died. Heroes and ghosts and enemies calling me out. Taking control, now they'll never leave. They just wander around. People I know telling me to figure it out. They think they're a step That song's called Heroes and Ghosts. And I don't know why I left Enemies out of the title, but there you have it. Okay. 6,700 people are here. And that is, that's crazy. That's very difficult to wrap your head around. I hope that sooner than later we'll be able to be in the same room playing these songs again. I was in the middle of, for those of you who don't know, I was in the middle of my first tour, my first time out tour, and we'd done a West Coast swing, about 6 shows on the West Coast, and that was really like I don't know, that was sort of like, felt like getting my feet wet a little bit, and we were just starting the second sort of leg of it, which was started in Ann Arbor, and then we played a show in Chicago, and after Chicago, we never made it to Boston, which was our next gig, and at that Chicago show, you know, in a way, I'm glad that that's the one that we went out on, because it was our biggest room. It was 700 some people, and they had a beautiful big grand piano in there, and this big like disco ball in the middle of the room, and played this song, and had everybody singing along with it, and hearing 700 people sing with you, it's kind of incredible. So I'll teach you the part on in Never Ending December, and if you feel like it, you can sing along. So it goes like this. And you can sing that, or you can sing, or if you don't want to go that high, you can be like, or you can sing whatever you want, because I won't be able to hear you, so it'll all sound good to me, and I'll just sort of imagine it. But I'll sing the U's, and you can sing along with me if you feel like it. Yeah, feel free to type the U's into the chat too. Maybe if I tell you why, then I can hear my own damn reason. Maybe if I take my time, then I can see the changing seasons. Maybe if I knew my line, you wouldn't see me up here hardly breathing. Maybe if I change my mind, I wouldn't feel my message freezing. But I admit, I confess, I surrender. I forgive, I forget, I remember. I relive, I regret, I re-enter into this never-ending December. Maybe if I don't look down,
can be a tightrope walker. Maybe it all comes around, and I can gain what's owed to my father. Oh, maybe if I play this hand, and I can blow this thing wide open. But maybe you won't understand, and I should leave these doubts unspoken. But I admit, I confess, I surrender. I forgive, I forget, I remember. When I relive, I regret, I re-enter into this never-ending December. Oh, never-ending December. I hope you're singing. Okay. Very weird to finish a song and know that people are listening to it and just sort of embrace the silence. You know what I mean? But embrace it we must. Hey, you know what's a cool thing? Yesterday was the 50th anniversary of the first Pride Parade in New York, and my good friend Daniel Levy was Grand Marshal yesterday. What an incredible honor, and I'm so proud of him and all of the work that he's done, and so proud to be a part of that in some very small way in Schitt's Creek. And I know that that's what has drawn a lot of people to my music. My hair is getting out of control at this point, but that's okay. And I'm incredibly grateful for the platform and the support. But I also really love that people seem to connect with the music, and I also, you know, I know everybody's sad and disappointed that the show is done. And I want you all to know that I am more disappointed than you. Because, damn, what an incredible time that was, and what an incredible group of people. And we were supposed to be basically all through this year on our farewell tour, and as a cast sort of moving around across the States and Canada, and probably some other locations too. Obviously that's not possible at this point. I hope that just selfishly, I hope we'll be able to do that, because I miss seeing everybody and you know, racing through the airport, and our tour manager, Dave Oken, you know, shepherding us around and making sure we're all there early and going for sound check, and getting to see these incredible American theaters. That was one of the highlights of that tour, was we got to play these incredible places like the Beacon in New York. The list I could go on, but I won't bore you with all the places. Either you know about them or you don't, and that doesn't really matter. But I will play this song for you, because I think I owe it a lot of gratitude and respect, and
and I love what it has come to mean to so many of you, and I appreciate that it's, I don't know. I send this to you with love. I call you when I need you and my heart's on fire. You come to me wild and wild. Oh, you come to me. Give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Give me the language of love like you know what it means. And it can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong, babe. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met. And I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart. Honey, I would rather be dead. In your heart I see the start of every night and every day. In your eyes I get lost, I get washed away. But just as long as I'm here in your arms, I can be in no better place. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met. And I'm stuck on your heart. Oh, I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart. Honey, I would rather be dead. And oh, each time you leave me, I start losing control. Like you're walking away with my heart and my soul. I can feel you, babe, even when I'm alone. No, baby, don't let go, 'cause you're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met. And I'm stuck on your heart, baby. I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart. Honey, I would rather be dead. Ooh. Oh, you're the best. I guess I've decided, because there's no like applause to stop me, that I can just sort of linger and hang out on these outros a little bit. So, yeah. I don't know why, but I kind of feel like playing this song. It's not mine, but I feel like I broke a cover bubble just now, and this is a song that I've been playing this song for years. I used to play this song when I was doing theater. I'd play it as a sort of a vocal warm-up, and it's by I'd say one of my greater. I'm a big fan of this guy, Tom Waits. Anybody who pays too much attention probably knows that. There's a song at the end of Rain Dogs called "Anywhere I Lay My Head," and it's got this horn arrangement. He just sort of scratches and cries it out. But I've been thinking about it. There's a number of encampments in Toronto that people are living in tents and stuff, and the city's trying to shut them down and shut them out. And but they don't have, a lot of people don't have a place to go, and shelters have been terribly unsafe during COVID. And social services are, this is never enough. and people have needs that are greater than what we seem to be able to supply. Anyway, I've just been thinking about that a little bit, and I was thinking about this song. My head is spinning around. My heart is in my shoes, yeah. Like when I set the Thames on fire. Now I must come back down. Well, she's laughing in her sleep, boys. I can feel it in my bones. But anywhere that I lay my head is where I'm gonna call my home. It seems like the world is upside down. Feel like my pockets was filled up with gold, yeah. But now the clouds have covered everything over. And the wind is blowing cold. I don't need anybody, baby, 'cause I'll learn to be alone. Anywhere that I lay my head, that's where I'm gonna call my home. I said anywhere that I lay my head, that's where I'm gonna call Okay, getting close to 15,000 viewers, and that's quite a big number. What do I want to play you? I want to play you more songs. I got a little more time, right? Yeah, okay, good. So I used to do this sort of like yearly, I would call it like the gold rush, where I would go down to California every year and try to get acting work in January with all the other Canadian actors and American actors too, and probably actors of all different places. Anyway, I would do this pilgrimage down, and often drive myself there, either with company or by myself, and I've done it a number of different ways, and America, for all of its deep faults, has some stunning landscape, that we're in the process of, as human beings, destroying. Anyway, it's pretty incredible to watch it as you drive through it. You get a sense that in a day, in several hours, it changes so dramatically, and you sort of get to touch on all these different places that are in the same country, but they're completely different. They look and feel completely different. People sound different. Everything looks different. Anyway, having done that drive many times, I look back on those drives, and certain things, certain images that have stayed with me. When you're driving alone and you see these things, you just don't want to tell about them. You can't explain to anybody what they are. They're just sort of yours.
the side of the highway with the rain pouring down. And I can't remember where I was headed to now. Redstone on the dashboard, with my head in the clouds. Get in my lane, baby, I don't wanna get out. You can't take it for granted when you feel this alive. Give a nod to the crosses all along the roadside. It's hard to imagine I didn't want to learn how to drive. Roll down the window now, just let in the sky. The radio on and my left foot tapping. The things I know, the things I imagine. The people I've seen in the cars I'm passing. The rearview mirror and the red light flashing. Oh, please, Lord, don't let it happen. Oh, yeah. Sunlight on the canyon, a thin layer of snow. Pull it hole in a motel window and a burning mobile. It's hard. No. Why don't I know the words to my own song? I'll start this verse again. Sunlight on the canyon, a thin layer of snow. Pull it hole in a motel window and a burning mobile. And the wheel in your hand, it's the only thing you control. And the words just whipping on past you like a line of telephone poles. I need Matt Bailey for an epic guitar solo. Gasoline in the air I'm breathing. Things I doubt and the things I believe in. The feeling you have when it's more than a feeling. Yeah. The city I trust and the city I believe in. Yeah, maybe we just call it even. There's a crack in my windshield, and I'm hoping it holds. There's a crack in everything I hold close to my soul. The woman I'm next to, she'll never get old. Never forget you on American But fun. Always fun to forget the words and see what comes out of you. Alright. Maybe I'll play some funk. I've
seen, just turn this up a little bit. I've seen this pop up a couple of times in the chat for requests. I haven't played this a lot. I don't think I've ever played this at a show. This is sort of connected to American Roads in a way. Sort of into it. I miss writing songs, driving my old car across America. And I miss writing songs, feeling confident temporarily. And I miss waking up and feeling terrible. It seems so valuable. And I miss getting high with people I don't know. Feeling like I should probably go right now. I gotta leave right now. I gotta go right now. Yeah, I gotta go. And I miss writing songs, sitting wondering if they'd be anything. And I miss singing songs, smoking a cigarette before the internet took all of my time. And I miss coming home after several months away, yeah, wishing I could stay. And I miss writing songs about who I used to be, people I don't see anymore. Where did everybody go? Where did everybody go? Where did everybody go? Oh, well, I gotta leave right now. Gotta go right now. Yeah, I gotta go. I miss writing songs, driving my old car back to Canada. Same capo positioning, so might as well bring it back upbeat a little bit. I think this will be my last one here, guys, but thanks for joining me. Well, if I fall behind, don't wait up for me, I will catch up to you, darling, I'll be fine. I won't be far behind. If you're falling down, I'll remember that it's not only up to me, you don't need someone to protect you, but you got me, and I get you, and you get me, and I got you. Oh, don't it feel sometime
like the whole damn world is conspiring against you, and ain't justice blind. Honey, ain't life unkind? But don't you ever doubt, but don't you ever question my love for you. I will help you out if you let me, 'cause I got you. Do you get me? Oh, I wanna get you like you got me.
Guys, thanks for tuning in so much, and thank you, Amazon Music, for having me. This has been a lot of fun. I'm sorry I didn't get to all of your requests or see all of your chats, but good Lord, try remembering the lyrics to your songs while people are saying things that you're half trying to read. Anyway, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I wish you all the best. Cheers.